So the car park at Labrador Bay is £1.10 for the day if you come on a Sunday. It's really good. Monday to Saturday all day is £1.60. Good value for money. Poole has just let me know that the coast path is down this one. So as you approach those two gates, it's the one on the right if you're going from Labrador Bay to Shaldon. This is more like it, a dry bit of path. Well, dryish, but not soggy. A purple gorilla in somebody's garden. Big posh pad overlooking the sea. I don't know if I'd want to be on the cliff, to be honest. I don't know how safe that is. This is quite steep going up here. I think the worst steep bit is going into Shaldon. So, according to this sign, Maidencombe is 2 miles away, so we've walked half a mile already. The coast path then goes up here along the road for a bit. So here we are going along the road next to the entrance to the posh pad with the purple gorilla in the garden. And then we're going to carry along the road for a bit and then go back down into more of a country-like path. And then you come out of the path for a little bit, just a tiny bit of by the side of the road, and then coast path, Shaldon, 1 mile. And there's Mr. Keach waiting, as always. And there's a RSPB sign. So that must mean there's good birds to look at, nice birds.
It's a nature reserve, so.
It's a nature reserve. And this is area of Labrador Bay. Not really clear where the path goes from here, but we're sort of just heading off, hoping to see a little post or a sign somewhere. But it is here somewhere. So here is a walk that we've done before along Plymouth seafront. You can just see the pier. See if I can zoom in a bit. Plymouth pier, and we walked right along to that headland where the path then went under the railway line, and we went round that headland. So going down to Shaldon is this side of the River Tyne. So it's not as far as Plymouth seafront. Labrador Bay, there have been some earth movements along this stretch of coastline, Please proceed with caution and walk around the affected areas. Thank you. We hope you have a lovely walk after that warning. Well, we better be careful then.
We always are on the good route.
Yeah, I know, we always are. Some little hole where somebody lives. Not sure if it's a rabbit or a badger. And that is I believe that is the beach at Shaldon. That beach there, there's plenty of people walking about on the beach. Not sure how safe that is with the cliffs being as they have been. So it's quite a steep and slippery, it's quite steep and slippery underfoot, so Paul has lent me one of his poles, Exhibit A, so I am going to put my phone in my pocket and very carefully go down here using the pole, because I've already done one whoops-a-daisy. I don't want another one. Stunning views though, and there are people in the sea. There's canoeists or kayakers, and there's people swimming in the sea as well.
Gives you that extra propulsion.
So we stopped to put our waterproofs on, and of course it stopped raining. I quite enjoyed using the pole, it made me feel like Gandalf, and I might use it again going up a hill in a minute. So Maidencombe is back where we've come from, past the car park, 2 miles away from here. Shaldon is 3/4 of a mile away, so we're hoping to buy some vegan sandwiches or something, and then we might come back to this bench here. We might not, of course, we might go to a different bench, but this bench looks quite nice to have our sandwiches, with quite a nice view through the hedgerow to the sea. This has been one of the wettest winters on record, I think, and this poor path has taken a hammering. It really is muddy and squelchy.
Use the sticks as stepping stones if you can.
And so it's coast path at the end of these steps, and then going down this path here. So it's 11 o'clock now. Not sure what this is here. It looks like some sort of chimney in the middle of a wood. Not sure. It just looks to be embedded into the soil. So whether it, I don't know, came off a ship in memory, whether it used to be on a house. I have no idea. Perhaps somebody could let me know in the comments below. Coming into Shaldon, this looks a little bit more civilised now. We have bricks for steps instead of piles of mud. And yeah, lunchtime, here we come. So coming into Shaldon along the beach here, there's the ferry to Plymouth. We won't be catching the ferry today because we've already done Plymouth to Shell Cove from the other side. We very rarely catch ferries. We tend to work out our walks in between the ferries. But this is where you come if you want to get the ferry across to Plymouth. This is the cafe we came to when we had the walk that didn't happen and we had tea and toast. We're now looking for a little shop that we can buy some vegan sandwiches. Unfortunately, that Strand Cafe didn't have very many didn't have any vegan options apart from tea and toast, and we want something a little bit more substantial, to be honest. So we're going to try this little village store. We're going to try our luck for vegan options. We're in the waiting place for the ferry, but it's a nice place to eat our sandwiches and not too far from the public toilets to quickly nip back before we walk down to Maidencombe. The shop came up trumps. They had vegan sausage rolls, which I don't know what's in it really. Let's have a look. Wheat, vegan seasoning. Whatever vegan seasoning is. What is vegan seasoning?
It'll be like salt and pepper, that sort of thing, yeah, that's seasoning.
Yeah, they got salt and pepper as well. Yeah, anyway, we'll see. It looks like it could be quite nice. And we've got some veggie straws, eat real veggie straws with kale, tomato and spinach. So that looks nice. And they had some of these Eat Natural, simple vegan bars. So they've come up trumps. What is the sausage roll like, Paul?
It's alright.
It's all right. Good. So after having our lunch in the shelter there, we're now going back down to the public toilets, and then we will be going down this road here and back on the southwest coast path and going to Maidencombe and then back to Labrador Bay. So now towards Maidencombe. So we're back to the sign. We've been to Shaldon and back, and now we're going to go to Maidencombe and back. And walking from Shaldon towards Maidencombe is a lot harder than going down to Shaldon. Coming back there's a lot of hills going up. It really is quite exhausting. I'm not looking forward to walking this hill when we come back. There's a lot of going down towards Maidencombe at the moment, so there's bound to be some ups as well. Lots of mud underfoot. Yuck. So when we come back, we just turn left up the hill to head back to the car park. So not quite so much hill, but still quite a bit of hill. Such a pretty walk. And then we're climbing up another hill. Ah. Bit worried about the ups and downs coming back. However, we've just seen this sign for when we come back. If you're heading back to the car park, either turn left here, flatter route. I'm in. This is the route I'm doing coming back. Hooray! Another steep down here, but of course that does mean a steep up when we're coming back. Words fail me. We are here and we've just got to walk down to here and then we're going to walk back. This will be better on the way back, going down. It's a lot of going up, going from Labrador Bay to Maidencombe. Whew. I don't know how Poole can walk past this bench. This has been a tough walk. Whew. I'm going to have a sit down. Nice view from bench. Paul seems to think it's up this track a little bit, and then we're where we were when we finished at Maidencombe last time.
It's gonna rain.
3:10 and we saw a notice for the cafe and the toilets, which are open till 4, so let's revive ourselves with a cup of tea and then go for a wee, and then we can walk back to the car. We have completed the Maidencombe to Shaldon bit, and we will fill that in on our map when we get home later on. Yay!
I'm not so independent yeah, that is really young. Yeah, you're so young. You're very young. And you know what? I just don't think it's young. I can't follow you. Yeah, I didn't do that. Did you something?
So we're home and we're gonna fill in this little gap. Are we watching? That is the Maidencombe to Shaldon bit filled in. Yay!